Hello family, what's up with y'all? Welcome back to another beautiful video. So after taking those malaria treatments, if you watched my video where I shared how I have not been able to sleep for days because of malaria, and I was given some malaria treatments after going to the hospital. So after taking it for some days, the malaria still didn't clear. So I had to come back home and decided I wasn't going to spend my money on malaria treatment anymore. I was going to go the natural way because I love natural ways normally. So I got that scent leaf, and here you have pawpaw leaf. And I don't know, I hope you know that scent leaf actually has so many health benefits and spiritual benefits at the same time. So I got this leaf. This is called African calabash, or is it Ehu they call it in Igbo or Eru? If you know it, please correct me. African calabash or African nutmeg. It's also very good for fever. You use it to make pepper soup. So I got it, and then I removed this part from the scent leaf. This part that looks like the seed, I just removed them. I'm actually going to keep them and boil it use it to make pepper soup. I will grind it together and then use it to make pepper soup and drink. And then I went ahead to get bitter leaf. Bitter leaf is one thing I always use for fever. It's just because I was already in the hospital that day, and if I don't collect the treatment to look like I'll just, so now I can just say let me just collect it. If not, I would have just come home and started treating myself naturally actually. But see, after taking it still didn't work, so I had to add some more bitter leaf because I wanted it to be plenty. The thing they dose me, as in the thing they worry me seriously, the malaria. So I added it to it with the scent leaf in there already. So the next thing, I went ahead and added salt. I'm showing you this because some of you might do it, and I want you to do it the way I did it. I went in and added salt. I'm feeling very tired, I don't know. I went in and added salt. You can add baking soda. I didn't have baking soda at home, that's why I used salt. And then I went ahead to add water. I'm showing you because some people will say I should show them the process of the things that I did, how I did it. So this is how I actually do mine. I went on to wash them. I washed them very thoroughly. You're adding that salt so that the salt can help you to remove impurities. Look at it now. We just discovered an egg. One of these insects or larvae just laid egg there. So we have to remove it. Sometimes I actually soak it for some time. I was supposed to soak it for some time to allow the dirt to really come out very well, and so that it will be clean, because you now have to boil it again. I didn't want to boil it, so I just went ahead to clean. After cleaning and removed it from the water, I went ahead to rinse it, even though I didn't show that part. After rinsing it, then look at this leaf. I forgot to show you from the beginning. I was almost forgetting it. So I got this very one. It's also very good for fever, especially typhoid, even though I don't have typhoid, but I always take it once in a while for prevention. This is actually called a stone breaker, Philanthus or stone breaker. I used this leaf a lot while I had liver issues, hepatitis. While I was dealing with hepatitis, I used it with some other things, and it was very beneficial. It helps to flush the hepatitis B, and also for kidney. It works for kidney stones and some other things. I also use it currently for treatments when I'm doing some fiber treatments for somebody. I also add it to it and some other things. So what I just do, I go ahead and pour it inside the mortar. I'm using mortar because I didn't have a blender. So if you have a blender, I don't have a blender. If you have a blender, you just go ahead and put them together and blend. I don't have a blender, so that's why I'm using what I have. If you have grinding stone, you can actually grind with grinding stone. So there's no excuse, you get. So after pounding it, look at what I got. So this is it. What I needed was the liquid from it. So just go ahead and press out the water from it. I didn't add water. I didn't add water into it. So I just go ahead and press out the water, the liquid that comes out from it. And then I remove the shaft to get it. So I just remove the shaft, and then I make sure I cleaned it. This is what I have left. You can actually use sieve to sieve your own. I didn't sieve my own. I don't like sieving it, so that if I'm taking it, I like some of all those particles of the bitter leaf, those leaves to enter into my body because it contains fiber that's actually very good for digestion as well. So I just go ahead and pour it into the cup and drink. This is very good for children. Give it to your children, 1 spoon or 2 spoons in the morning, 2 in the evening. Very good for them. It helps to fight intestinal worm, it helps to fight fever, it helps to fight convulsion. Give it to them with kernel pomade. Don't forget to mix it with kernel pomade. I just take a spoon of kernel pomade and that's all. Yeah, I say let me show you guys.